We've got another cast going on, but we are on the map, and I think we're totally fine now. So here we are. Into the first round, bomb's gotten planted. T's have 5 up. ENCE have only lost Aerial and have got some utility left over. So what will the play be?
Well, looks like that Z retake. coldzera doubling back into the A site. Not going to find his headshot, unfortunately. But Alexi taps the bomb, tries to get these T's to peek out in the after plant, and Phelps will fall. Down goes Taco. Shell crushed. And that right there is ENCE with a retake.
Yeah, they performed the retake. They did it with just 4 people up, which is already
testing the waters all across the map. They've spread themselves through the ocean. And Alu comes crashing down into that first frag of the round. Taco gonna take damage here, had a chance at the headshot, right? And that's what you're playing for with those deagles. You're not gonna get many opportunities before the bigger weapons start tearing straight through you. So sure enough, Fallen will make the most of it. He had already lost 2 players on his team. It is a response, sure, but it kind of comes late as the rest of the terrorists just dwindle down and reveal themselves. They are sure enough doing damage, but no additional follow-up frags, no creation of space, no opportunity for coldzera to sprint that bomb into the site. You know, if you could get that plant and get back your deagle money, then they're good to go. But it doesn't seem to be the case here.
A lot of things will change, especially when you have to practice against this new economy. We're already seeing like a strong buyout for ENCE, which I think is an interesting talking point. And goal for ENCE to try to make a move off of this information. But with T-Con control, they are going to hold on to the rotates for a moment. Now, Phelps, with the assistance of the smoke, has actually made his way out into a duel. And if he takes this one, Inner is going to get crushed. Sergey all alone at the back of Spools.
Yeah, Alu, he got drawn away. So Sergey, can he do this? He nails himself 2 players at least. And Alu just back into position, has found himself one of his own, but it's coldzera to the top side. And as he fires down, he only manages 1 kill. So with 6 seconds left, Phelps, well, they lost track of where he's at, but fortunately for ENCE, he's not getting into any
the smoke. But it seems like his plan is to leave when it dissipates.
Not before he throws out a flashbang. Does blind Phelps very successfully. And in fact, he's not going to go any further back. He's going to linger around just a bit longer. I mean, it's enabled by the fact that he does have a player just next to him by the Ivy train. He's successful with 2 kills off that MP9. It's not supposed to unfold like that, but excellently done. Now Alexi takes one down at the knees. 4 versus 2, single scout and play with Fallen, and Taco still just hoping to find a headshot here from the top rope. But he's the last man up. Can't find that elusive Sergey, who's actually repositioned in the round. Does get taken down, and sure enough, that's a plant. So MIBR happy. How much more, though? 3 TTs still up. Taco spotting bodies, missing headshots, however.
Yeah, and that was an imperative plant. It was an incredible 1D, and resulted in them being able to supplant their economy heavily. So it looks like
itself. Now we have this more proactive position, but there's not really any support here for him, so he needs crisp aim. Who's on the other side? Potential first victim in coldzera, sees the grenades being thrown and strikes immediately. Simultaneous frags coming in off of Alu. That was, you know, any kind of support. That back deep opper. He draws the player inwards. Fur then gets the trade frag, but Fallen misses his opportunity to drop Sergey, who is still a nuisance until now. 50 seconds left in the round. Fur down the ramp on 4 HP. 3 CTs on the other side, but there's options for MIBR.
Yeah, there's huge potential here for Fur, even though he's so low on HP. It doesn't seem like there's a grenade that can take him out. So if he stays hidden behind this train, waits long enough, MIBR can activate a different option, whether that's rotating back or re-aggressing on B, and already have somebody as a front man that ENCE are not completely sure about. So here it is, Fallen making his way back down to the ramp. I don't know if he's going to go ahead and take the bomb. He's known to do that. And they do the jump to make sure that they can kill a rotator or anybody there that's meant to be camping in Z. And again, he's got to go plant. So this is one reason you don't like to see this that often.
Oh! Aerial, all 3. And just like that, it's
to get that kill. Unlucky for MIBR.
Ooh. Aerial's found an opener. A lot of resistance going down on Ivy, but the resistance comes both ways. coldzera strikes, retrieves the AK-47, and decides to tuck tail. But not very far. He actually sits around towards Ivy because we do have MIBR enveloping this A bomb site. And it seems like ENCE are going to be content with this. They're sitting on top of the site itself. Looking to play numbers. They definitely have that advantage here in the 4v3. Fallen on a sliver of health, will walk out, and he's caught. It's Aerial with an additional kill, and Taco tries to blindside him, but what are you going to do?
What
He's
can
got
you
that
do?
cover of E-Box. Even the second CT deep is not going to have eyes on Taco, so he actually has a chance here. May have just been spotted. Sure enough, Alexi finds him, and coldzera has been sectioned out of this gunfight since he got his paws on that AK.
That was almost a world-class bait, right? I mean, seeing the barrel there. I'm a person who's called Fallen the king of train for so long just because of how much innovation he's put on this map. But here we are into the action in round 7.
Yeah, it's Sergey once more.
On the site, MIBR have to find another route, another way to draw attention without making it obvious what they're doing, and there's an opening.
Sure. Oh my goodness, Sergey. Beautiful headshot here. Drops Fallen as coldzera drops the grenade and takes off some of his health, but ENCE, they're just holding this one hard. They've had their eyes up, utility continuous. You saw the smoke, the re-smoke, and an additional smoke. It's not good for the lungs, but Aerial might not be good for the life of MIBR. Longevity cut down. He gives chase to coldzera, and the last man's Phelps just on the side here. He will get a single kill, but can he stay standing? Brazilians.
And you got to add, the conversation becomes about like strategy versus mechanics, because they see Sergey in that spot, and we have to talk about that in a second. Flashes this out for Alexi B as Alu ops Taco. And all players from MIBR are getting melted.
Oh my, that was a gun round, Mohan.
Yeah, it didn't look like
at all, but now the confidence starts to boil over. Alu gonna stand inside the flames, still able to take down that first body, and as we said, opening frags for ENCE over and over.
That's a big stat, for sure. And Taco in that position knows. If he waits, it costs him nothing, and he gets that info, and he doesn't get opt. The molly damage is done, and he can get away clean. But instead, he peeks into it, and obviously is full of regret at the moment. And now it's just on these two. Fallen with a discount off. Does a bit of damage, but that's it. Oh my goodness. Now back to that conversation about Sergey, because for me, that looks like a counterplay. He's playing opposite spools. He's in a position where if they go upper, they should have the advantage versus him. He's just been so amazing that he's winning. He's on day 1 because there's no crowd, but I'm sure they're with him in spirit.
X7's gonna get nailed. That is Phelps to trade off the top of the dumpster. But sure enough, once more, ENCE opening pick. They lost
the top of IV, his position, certainly known. It looks like we'll go through the opposite side of the smoke, but Alexi is ready.
Yeah, 100% prepared. Even wants another. There you go. Oh, I'll take that back. 3 health for Phelps is enough to at least have a chance at a peek, but he is cut down immediately, and Taco takes the high road. 25 seconds left on the clock. Excellent long-range headshot, and seems to have a read as to the other player's positioning. I mean, we know Taco can come in clutch. He's got the positioning as well. Once more, he's gotten around to the side of the train, and the CTs don't know this. But he's running out of time, Mohan. There it is, 10 seconds left, and he finds another kill. It's just left on the last of Sergey, who's just going to hold the bomb site because he's fine. No time. Taco loses to the clock.
Yeah, he didn't have an option there. He did have to kind of just peruse around the bomb.
Find themselves in, I don't know, like a major finals?
We've seen kind of MIBR go through like 5 stages of grief almost with the kinds of rounds they've thrown in there. At first, they start to work on these defaults slowly, and we're already, 20 or so seconds into the round. 2 players have gone down, and they've not made up for that whatsoever. Alu goes ahead and gets another kill. Fur finally answers back, but it's still just 2v4 at the moment. coldzera and Fur are worn down to 44 and 24 health respectively. Yeah, I mean, I do want to take a moment and just talk about like what the hell is going on. Force, they've got a MAC-10, a few upgraded pistols, and armor on a few players. Rush inner.
Yeah, another big old hyper-aggressive play. Fallen on the forefront with that MAC-10, smacks down Sergey. And Aerial's going to actually manage himself through the smoke, but at this point, the T's are so deep in the bomb site that you'd think they hold on. Remember, this isn't a full-fledged buy, so they're already content with what's happened, but it's a tantalizing task to close out this round, and coldzera could be the difference maker. Off the AK, finding one. Phelps' CZ comes up dry, and still coldzera resides behind the oil tankard. He's going to just wait. Time is definitely to his favor at the moment, and so is the numbers game. X7, last man left, catches coldzera with the headshot, but now he has to truck along towards the bomb, and he envelops it in smoke. Jumping on top to the taps of Fur, he falls. It's MIB with the rest of Brazil. It's not a 16-0.
It's not a 16-0, yeah, that would be rough.
But might not be far from it. We'll see if Alu can cut down the numbers. He does have Sergey by his side. Again, this dynamic duo on the inner bomb site has been fantastic when tested. coldzera back to the high road. Has an op at his feet if he wants to swap over, but...
For some. Maybe for some.
He's good. He's going to let it slow. It's a beautiful sight to behold, such a strong start from ENCE right out of the major. You know, there was a lot of doubts in terms of like the consistency of those sorts of results, but if you take this best of one, which isn't much, as an inkling as to what could come, remember, they play Astralis after on round 2. Oh my fur. He just pops them wide open here on this A-bomb site. It's left on Sergey alone, who's making a bunch of a ruckus as he just jumps on top of the site. There's a flank inevitably coming, but Fur could close it, and he will. Opens up shop, closes it.
Yeah.
That is the entirety of your T side so far from the Brazilians. And this right here is their 15th and final chance at a round on the board.
Back of Z-Smoke, maybe?
Phelps is up. Good for one. Aerial. Excellent. 2 kills for him and falls back, but he lands in the lap of Taco, who's actually unable to catch the kill. It's aerial across the...
Zach with these pistols on the T side.
For tippity taps downrange, will find himself one headshot, and it's Taco from the spool to nab one as well. 3 versus 3, bomb planted. Got that insurance policy as a player in the back of the halls, but all right, why not? Fallen flying forward. Wrecks the face of X7, and Phelps takes Alexi. So, Sergey, what are you made of, bud? 3 counter-terrorists coming in, and 1 terrorist going out. Excellent retake there from MIBR. The headshots were crisp.
Yeah, 5. A kill apiece for MIBR, a very clean retake. It was solid. ENCE get the bomb down.
You know, 1 flashbang can make a world of difference, but so can an MP9.
To kind of try to compare that to the previous iteration of MIBR. Fur locks it down with the AUG on the lower ramp. But there's still a couple of Eagles left over.
Done. No footage.
Where they throw that sandwich smoke to deny vision, but they've got more smokes to come.
Yeah, those smokes gonna block off the vision of coldzera. Finds himself in a mist, in a foggy haze. Still stands, but it's Phelps to do first work. Fallen looking for kills, but all the kills have been taken by his teammates. That's 4 for MIBR, and no response from ENCE at all. Perfect opening gun round, so it seems. Flawless in the end.
Yeah, and Phelps, and now ENCE will try their hand at B, this time with only pistols.
This is where first succeeded from last time round, but players do get past. Nice damage versus Taco. Eats a dink. That's going to be the bomb plant at the very least. ENCE will be happy to at least have something to walk away with. But here comes the flurry of frags and firepower. MIBR just all in on the retake already. Alu on the other side of the flames finds nothing. X7 to the top. Not even killing Taco. That's 5 survivors once more for MIBR, and 6 rounds as well.
Yeah, it's big for their money. It costs them a fair bit of utility. The Molotov's just a bit off, and Sergey hops in front of it, takes coldzera.
Fur could be huge, but so could coldzera. He is going to find X7 first. He's amidst the push from the T's, but Alu clears him. That ladder player has to die because bomb needs to arrive in time. There's only 25 seconds left, and Fallen, well, he's on top of the bomb site looking for the players to walk forward. Taco helps him, but he barely sees the player on top of the trains. And now he finds himself alone, as Taco's been slain, but he's wary. He's wary that there's someone still behind him, and he would be right in assuming so. The doubled back bomb carrier to the B site could have actually done this. Fallen would have had a chance to go huge, and he still has an opportunity, but it gets taken right A bomb site. Yeah. You know, it can be such a threat to have eyes on a guy like Phelps here, while also working elsewhere, but he's had enough. That's too quick. 2 terrorists down ramp. Fur in the corner, blinded, but hasn't given himself away. And as Lexi gets the first kill, now it's going to be Fur to activate, taking so much spam damage from Sergey. And Alu even finds a pick, so we found ourselves an even footing here, 2 versus 2. Phelps goes flying forward towards this site, not going to be able to deny plant, and that puts Alu in a position to succeed. All the while, Phelps is going to be asking himself, where the hell did Sergey get off to? There's his answer. Inside of the smoke he is found. Fallen, watching the high ground, anticipating the peak. Alu has to go for it, and he doesn't. Therefore, it's MIBR with
2K. And MIBR are going to be fully well aware of that.
Whoa, Taco. He gets flashed forward themselves in the shadows. The creeps emerge. It's traded straight away. Fallen finding one on Ivy's side as Coldzera extends the advantage and leaves Alu all alone. 25 seconds left, op in hand. And now position known. Great anticipation of Fallen's peak. Sees the player on the train and knows there's another in the office. He's just dancing around the ladder. He's being pinched though. There is a second player in Taco trying to find him. 10 seconds and Alu? Are you kidding me? This would be the 1v4.
Did you hear him?
Did
Could have heard that
Coldzera
ladder
get
jump.
hidden?
Yep, he did.
Alu's got it! Oh,
They gave, you know, I mean, I didn't know what to say. That was crazy. Kind of like that frag was crazy.
Next.
How do you recover from, you can't recover from that mentally, right? I mean,
Yeah, you just go charging into the B site, so it seems. Bomb up top. Taco down beneath. What a long-range headshot. He still manages another. Alu's going to try to take the place of his teammates, and
he was all out of good shots. He used them all last round.
yeah, everybody's getting piled up here, Mohan. X7, last man up. MIBR not done just yet. Making it work. Single AK-47 for Alu. Sergey, the first casualty here of round 24. You can't hide from Fallen. You can try.
You can try. Everyone's entitled to try. You have that option. You just probably won't be able to.
Yeah, no one's entitled to succeed.
Aggressive presence to go underwater. And it's a blue kill feed. MIBR stands strong. Alexi, Deagle, last alive.
Done.
He will get taken out, and MIBR have the...
But their efforts are continuous.
Oh,
They'll
they
fly down the
shot him.
ramp off the flash.
They shot them both.
Done.
Oh.
Cleared that bomb site and could very well be staring victory in the face here. 3v5 retake attempt. Sergey just burns Fallen to a crisp. They said Brazilian barbecue is something, Launders, and it's no disappointment. Poor Fallen, however, walks away charred to a crisp. Coldzera next up. One body is his, second as well. Gonna have to go for the reload, and it's Alu to drop him, of course. 6